The fact is that Jammu and Kashmir is not a Muslim state. It may be a Muslim majority state. Let me welcome our guest tonight on debate number 2, because the reason I'm making that point is some people are under the misapprehension that Jammu and Kashmir is a Muslim state. It is not, it was not, and it will never be. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, Pirzada Muhammad Amin Shah, Sambit Patra, Maroof Raza, GD Bakshi and Rashneek Kher, and of course Yasin Malik will be joining this debate in some time. It will never be a Muslim state. So you cannot stop the Pandits from coming back whenever, wherever they want to come, in whichever way. And that's at the root of this issue. And I'm opening the debate tonight by calling in for Rashneek Kher to come into the debate with Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, please. Who saved the people of Jammu and Kashmir during the floods? Who did? Who went home to home? Who carried the relief material? Who risked their lives? It was the army. Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam, it was certainly not you.
No.
Secondly,
no, absolutely not.
1 minute, let me complete. What do you mean no?
Absolutely.
What do you mean no? What you don't know, the facts don't speak. You must understand the facts.
I know the facts.
The second point is who chased the Kashmiri Pandits out, the terrorists and fanatics.
No.
Who don't want the Kashmiri Pandits back, the terrorists and fanatics?
No.
Are you a fanatic or a terrorist that you stand with them tonight? Tell me.
Both.
Tell me tonight, Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam. You're not a terrorist, so are you a fanatic then? That you don't want the army and you don't want the Pandits back? The debate is open. You can speak and Rashneek Kher will respond. Go ahead. Calm down. I'm asking a question. It's okay.
Time and again I have said that Kashmiri Pandits are our brothers. And they left Kashmir because of the intrigue played by Government of India.
No intrigue.
And
what nonsense? What nonsense?
Yes, it was an intrigue.
What nonsense?
Yes.
What nonsense?
Who is
what
this?
Nonsense?
Rashneek Kher.
This is Rashneek Kher. I am a Kashmiri Pandit. I'll tell you, there were 10,000 Kashmiri Pandit houses burned around where you live. Hundreds of temples were destroyed. Where have been you all these years? Where have you been all these years? Why are you speaking a lie? Good, that is what he says. Okay. Unlike you, we are not killers. So Arnab, he has spoken his truth. The moment I pricked him a little, he has started spewing venom. That's not important. But you supported the people who are supporters of. You supported people like Yasin Malik. You are yourself a terrorist. You are a terrorist sympathizer and a supporter of terrorists.
Okay, yes, Rashneek Kher, let him speak, please.
I said your community is a coward. You left. You don't represent even.
No, I will not let him say this. I will not let him. We are not cowards, but we are not killers. We are not sick people like you. We believe in non-violence. We are not sick people like you. And I will not say that. I will not let you say this. We are not cowards, but we do not believe in the politics of violence. We do not believe that gun is a solution.
We
were forced to leave because there were sick people like you and your father. Because there are sick people and many sick people like Bitta Karate, like Yasin Malik, like Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, like Shabir Shah, all these sick people, and you are one of them. You drove us away. You raped our women. You burnt our houses. And you burnt our temples down.
Information, please.
I don't have to correct my information. I know what happened at that point of time. I was living in the valley. I was living in the valley.
If you want to come to Kashmir, you can come, but not on a...
Yes, and where? You burnt my house. Where am I supposed to come? No, tell me where am I supposed to come? No, Mufti, tell me where am I supposed to come? You liar, you tell me where am I supposed to come? No, where is my house? You burned that house. You are sick people like you burned that house. Where is that house now? Where is that house now? Who burned these Kashmiri Pandit houses? And why were you silented all these years?
Why? Come back to Kashmir.
And live in your house. Are you going to vacate your house? I'll make a temple inside your house. Is it okay?
Why?
Why not? Because you took my house away. Then where am I going to stay?
Sold your house.
Where am I going to stay? My house has been burned by you. My house has been burned by you. My house has been burned by you. You Pakistani stooge. My house has been burned by people like you. My house in Baghat-e-Kannipora has been burned by people like you. Who are you to decide? The government of India will decide where we are going to stay. People like you should be in an asylum, inside a jail.
I challenge you, if government of India can, I challenge you, let the Prime Minister take the decision. Let the Prime Minister of India take the decision.
Sambit Patra, speak to him now. You are the government of India.
You can't do anything.
Sambit Patra, you are the government of India.
Sambit Patra.
You will never.
Sambit Patra, you are the government of India.
All right. That's all right. One second. First of all, a couple of points to both the panelists, please. Now, Mufti.
Don't talk to me. Now you don't talk to me, Mufti.
Deputy Mufti or assistant
Mufti, don't talk to me.
Mufti you are. Now listen.
Man, don't talk to me.
One second. The point is this: Kashmiris were made to leave their homes after threats blared in the middle. Listen to me, Mister. Don't reverse history. You cannot reverse it. You must learn from it.
Pakistan,
Rashneek, 1 minute.
Which means we want Kashmir to become Pakistan without Pandit men but with their women.
Rashneek, can I say one thing? You see, you don't want to let me say a word tonight, Mufti, because you're scared I will speak the truth. The truth is,
My name is Mufti Nasir-ul-Islam.
So, Mr. Islam, listen to me. In case you have forgotten, Kashmiris were made to leave their homes after dirty threats. Listen to me now. Listen to me. After they did not leave, they were forced to leave their homes after threats blared in the middle of the night using loudspeakers, after their neighbors turned in on them, after the administration and the politicians failed them. So in this scenario, isn't it obvious that going back in the absence of strength in numbers will be fraught by danger? People like you will be the first people to attack them. People like you, some will attack them in arms, and some will attack them with their vicious words like you, Mufti.
Why don't
people like you do that?
Arnab Goswami.
Now, Sambit Patra, you're going to let this carry on, right?
That the Indian
Sambit Patra,
have killed
you're going to be a mute witness to this. You're going to be a mute witness to this. You have emboldened elements like this Grand Mufti out there. Because of your alliance, you are quiet. Your hands are tied.
No,
your lips are sealed,
I said
and your ears are deaf tonight.
Must come back.
1 second, you are nobody to allow them to come back.
Allow them to divide.
Sambit Patra, why did you let Kashmiri Pandits down? Why did you cheat on them?
First,
why did you promise them? Don't express your concern tonight. You are in power. Your manifesto promised a return to the valley in a dignified and safe and secure manner for the Kashmiri Pandits. You have done nothing. You compromised at the altar of your alliance with Mehbooba Mufti. I know that the Kashmiri Pandits may be a very small number for the BJP, which is seeking to rise politically across the entire country. But others also watching this program tonight will accuse you, and rightly so, of using the sentiments of this one community, represented by people like Rashneek Kher tonight, to do your politics nationally and then dump them into the dustbin of politics. So Rashneek Kher has a right to ask a question. Rashneek, ask your question tonight. Perhaps with as much force to the BJP that you did to the Grand Mufti.
I will. Sambit, I need to ask this question. Sambit, tell us honestly, for 2 years, what have you done for Kashmiri Pandits on the return and rehabilitation? And before that, what have you done on the justice of Kashmiri Pandits?
Arnab, in fact, right question asked by Rashneek, but before I just specifically answer my friend Rashneek, let me just take on, you said that my lips would be sealed when I am faced with the Mufti. Let me first reply to Mufti. The Grand Mufti, the so-called Grand Mufti said that the Kashmiri Pandits are coward. Mr. Mufti, do you know what cowardice means?
This is not
the definition of cowardice? Mr. Mufti Islam, let me correct myself, Mufti Islam. Whoever you are, Mufti Islam, whoever you are, please be courteous. You are a coward, and please be courteous. Mr. Islam, I'll just call you Mr. Islam. Please, Mr. Islam, will you be courteous? Will you be courteous, Mr. Islam? Mr. Islam, you don't shout at us this way on television channel. What would you do to us in Kashmir? Just imagine. Look at it. If you are threatening us with this kind of thing on the television channel, what would you do if my brother Rashneek returns to Kashmir?
I'm saying the truth.
Mr. Islam, be quiet.
I'm saying the truth.
Mr. Islam,
you hatched the conspiracy.
Mr. Islam, please show some courtesy. Don't behave like a rogue. Don't behave like a rogue. Don't behave like a rogue, Mr. Islam. Please be quiet.
Monetary agenda, and they wanted to fulfill that agenda. Now,
Mr. Islam, now let me define what cowardice means. Let me define why I call you coward. Coward are those who live on the bread and butter thrown by Pakistan. Coward are those who cannot protect their Britain minorities. Coward are those who, because of the acts, drive the Kashmiri Pandits away from the valley. They are cowards. And so, Mr. Islam, you are the most coward man in this whole country. You are the most. Look into the mirror and you would know what the definition of cowardice is. So dare not call any Kashmiri Pandit brother of mine coward hereafter. Dare not, Mr. Islam. Now keep quiet. Let me answer Mr. Rashneek's specific question. Mr. Rashneek, you are right. You are right as to what we have done. Mr. Goswami, let me tell you. We are debating this issue today of rehabilitation of Kashmiri Pandits with such vigor only because Bharatiya Janata Party is in power. And yes, we are doing. Who said we are not doing? I would just not like to throw numbers of what budgets we have allocated for Kashmiri rehabilitation.
You've done nothing.
Maybe 580 crores in the
You've
first
done
budget.
nothing. You've done nothing.
No.
1 second.
No. Had we done nothing? Mr.
Patra, you did nothing.
Goswami, why are we debating this
Mr.
topic?
Patra, you said, allow me to quote you the hypocrisy of the BJP, Mr. Patra. Mr. Patra, 1 second, allow me to quote you the hypocrisy of the BJP. Allow me to quote to you, Mr. Patra, of what your PDP spokesperson Mehboob Beg has said, and tell us if you.
He's PDP spokesperson. He's not my spokesperson.
You're in government with him. Have you forgotten?
Arnab,
you formed a government with him.
No, we have made our statement.
You can't hunt with the hair and hunt with the hound.
Dr. Patra,
Rashneek.
No, Dr. Patra, just listen to me. Dr. Patra, Dr. Patra, please listen to me. Naeem Akhtar is a very, very senior functionary in the PDP and is a minister in your government, in BJP, PDP government in the state. Yesterday, in all newspapers in Jammu and Kashmir, it was very clearly published that he said that we will talk to the separatists about the return of Kashmiri Pandits. You cannot dismiss this, that this is PDP and this is BJP. Unfortunately, what has happened is, because you are partners with them, whatever you are in Delhi, unfortunately you are exact opposite of that in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me tell you why. From the day, listen to me, Mr. Patra, listen to me. Allow me to speak today. From the day this government has taken shape, every Friday they showed ISIS and Pakistan flags. It was dismissed that it used to happen. Now on this Friday, Mirwais Omar brought out a big protest with Pakistan, ISIS, Lashkar flags. You guys did nothing. Yasin Malik has said very clearly, maybe Arnab will play that tape, that we will neither allow a Sainik colony nor colonies for Kashmiri Pandits. And it is the same Yasin Malik that this PDP BJP government has bowed down to and saying we will talk to them. Between Yasin Malik and Bitta Karate, they have killed more than 50 Kashmiri Pandits. And if you are trying to talk to them to find a solution to the problem which they created, then unfortunately you are a part of the problem, not the solution.
No. Rashneek, let me answer. You are a very logical person, so let me answer logically as well. Number one.
No, listen, I don't want to waste time on this. I think Sambit, you should answer very specific questions of mine. I'll ask you 6 questions. Let's do a rapid fire round, 1 minute. Rapid fire round with you. Sambit, rapid fire round with you. I'm sorry, when people evade questions on the Newshour, they will be subjected to the rapid fire round. 1 second, Rashneek, I hope you're okay with it if I subject Sambit to the rapid fire round. Maroof Raza will join me. Maroof Raza will join me as I ask some questions rapid fire to the BJP tonight. I'm sorry. 6 questions, rapid fire questions. Answer yes or no. Answers have to be in yes or in no? 6 questions.
No.
Are you ready? No, one second. They are simple questions. They are simple questions. You have a choice. Or you can say the question is unfair.
From anyone.
Or you have a third option. You can say the question is unfair. First question is, Maroof, logical questions. Does the BJP support separate settlements? And I emphasize, separate settlements for Kashmiri Pandits. Yes or no?
As far as Kashmiri Pandits are concerned,
Arnab,
yes,
the BJP
Yes or no?
should do something.
Yes or no?
You should.
No, I'm answering that.
Do you support separate settlements? I think Rashneek, do all Kashmiri Pandits want Sambit Patra to give a clear answer to that question tonight?
Also. Rupees
One answer tonight. One answer.
Only
One
one
answer
settlement, not clusters. Not clusters, only one settlement.
Simple question.
What does transit
with the central government control?
What does transit accommodation mean? Does not transit accommodation mean separate? Yes or no? Tell me.
Sambit, I have been to these transit accommodations. These are concentration camps. Honestly, I hope nobody lives in them.
Okay, Maroof is countering now. Sambit, Maroof Raza, please.
Arnab, I need to come in here.
Yeah, Maroof.
The Kashmiri Pandits, Mr. Patra, the Kashmiri Pandits have been in a state of transit for 26 years. Transit in its own way translates to temporary. You want 26 years is more than a lifetime. They have been in a state of transit. Have you ever been to the Kashmiri Pandit camps in Jammu and other areas? Do you see how very dignified families have been subjected to live in substandard human conditions? This is the Union of India you support. This is the Indian secular identity that you continue to espouse, that you allow people in Jammu and Kashmir to ask for protection and ask for certain privileges because their identity should not be threatened. What about the Kashmiri Pandits who were hounded out at the time of Jagmohan and at the time when your previous alliance partners were in power in Delhi and elsewhere? And since then, nobody, at least we expected better.
We have Yasir Malik on Skype.
The very basis of the Indian narrative on Kashmir, Mr. Patra, the very basis of the Indian narrative on Kashmir is that Kashmir cannot enjoy a Muslim status per se. Kashmir is a Muslim majority area, but will work within the rules of the Indian constitution, where every Indian
I now have Yasin Malik with me on the phone line. It's 10:30 p.m.
As long as he's a
It's 32 minutes past
Kashmir.
10. I have Yasin Malik with me on Skype. 1 second, Yasin Malik can hear me.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Right. I want Rashneek Kher to come into the debate with Yasin Malik, please. And Yasin Malik.
Why have you brought him? He is a murderer. He is a part of the problem.
Yeah, let's get him in anyway.
23 criminal cases, 5 of murder, 7 of attempt to murder. What is he going to say? He is going to complicate things. He is the man responsible for our exodus.
I am aware
Him and 5 other terrorists.
I am aware of his background.
Why brought him?
I am aware of the background of this man called Yasin Malik.
He killed 4 IAF officers also.
1 second. Rashneek, I'm aware of his background. I know that he's a pro-Pakistani fellow. I know
a terrorist.
that he's a stooge of the terrorists. I know that he shares the stage
So he's not a stooge of the terrorists. He's a terrorist himself.
Yeah. And this man, Yasin Malik, has now threatened bloodshed. Rashneek Kher. He threatens bloodshed if the Kashmiri Pandits are given a separate township. My first question...
What else does he know?
My first question, let him answer
to
tonight.
Shed blood.
Let me ask him tonight. He says that we will give every drop of blood to stop the establishment of separate townships for the Kashmiri Pandits. 26 years after the violence happened which forced them out, this man Yasin Malik is threatening violence all over again. What about all the blood that has been spilled already, Yasin Malik? You think Jammu and Kashmir is a Muslim state? It's not. It has not been. Your masters in Pakistan may want it to be. Your Lord and Master Hafiz Saeed, who gives you instructions from across the border, Yasin Malik may want it to be. But you must know it loud and clear that Jammu and Kashmir was not, is not, and never will be a Muslim state. It's an integral part of India. You happen to live in it. So Yasin Malik, how can you threaten bloodshed? I know you were responsible for the violence which led to the Kashmiri Pandits leaving Jammu and Kashmir. People tolerated you then. People will not tolerate you now, Yasin Malik.
Are you there to give me a lecture, or you have called me to
I'm giving you, I'm not giving you a lecture. I'm putting a question as well as giving you a piece of my mind. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question, and along with that, because I hate your anti-India stand. I hate it and I find it intolerable because I believe that people like you are parasites on the Indian system, and hence I'm giving you a piece of my mind, Yasin Malik. Now answer me.
You are nothing. For me, you are a psychopath who needs
a murderer is calling you a psychopath.
Treatment.
How many people have you murdered, Yasin Malik?
Listen, I belong to Jammu
How many
and
people
Kashmir.
have you killed? Yasin Malik, answer this. How many people have you killed?
Lecture from so many.
How many people have you killed?
Are responsible for?
Please give me the number of people you have killed. How many people have you killed? So when you killed these 4 IAF officers, did you say that nobody should give them water? Is that what you said? Yasin Malik, you murderer? You have guts to show your face on a TV?
Just a psychiatric
If I was you, I would be hiding my dirty face.
Psychiatric doctor.
You supporter, you terrorist.
In a stadium.
Okay, one second.
How many people have you killed?
Okay, Yasin Malik.
How many people have you killed?
Yasin Malik.
Answer that.
Yasin Malik. Let's ask him a few questions and see if he can
You are
answer.
inviting these rats in this stadium and who are creating a venom.
Look at him. Look at him. Who went to Pakistan? You or me? Who went to Pakistan to train? Who carried an AK-56 and AK-47? Who killed IAF officers? You or me?
A weekend boy working
So who
for
is sick?
Indian
You or me?
A
You
coward
sick
rat.
terrorist? Yeah. I wish there was
Okay, yeah,
some law in this
Rashneek,
country.
I
You
know
would
your
have been
strong
dead long time
sentiments.
back.
I know your strong sentiments.
Sentiment.
Arnab,
And one
he is
second.
responsible for our exodus.
Are
I
Yasin
cannot
Malik,
stand the
relax.
man.
Yasin Malik, relax. This is Times Now. This is the News Hour. This is not one of your friendly channels.
Even Punjabi.
Yasin Malik.
Good.
Yasin Malik. Yasin Malik. 1 minute. Rashneek, let me deal with him. Yasin Malik, this is News Hour. This is not one of your friendly channels and friendly anchors. So please behave yourself.
You are stooge here.
Now,
I am
Yasin.
representing Kashmiri voice and I have right to express if you have invited me in your show.
Yes, my question to you is, Mr. Malik, I'm not raising my voice with you. Please don't raise it with me. Mr. Malik, my simple question is, do you believe that Jammu and Kashmir is a secular state? If it is, 1 minute. Let me complete my question. I've been waiting to interview you, speak to you since the God-forsaken day when you shared the stage with an international terrorist responsible for the killing of 166 people. You sold your conscience to the Pakistanis and you became their stooge. I've been waiting for this opportunity, Yasin Malik. So remember, why ask the question, you give the answer. Don't raise your voice with me.
You ask a specific question.
Yes. But first, I would request you, Yasin Malik, take a deep breath. Relax. This is not Hafiz Saeed's home.
This is also Kashmir. This is not your home. You can shout.
Kashmir is my home as well.
No.
You have no right over it.
Kashmir is home to every Indian.
Kashmir is as much home to me
Kashmir is home to-
as it
home
is to
to every
Rashneek,
Indian.
as it is to Maroof
Every
Raza.
Indian.
You are just looking for a rating. What is your rating for the show?
Yasin Malik,
And what
you
is
know,
your rating for killing people?
You are a rat. You can cry in the stadium. Covered rat.
Okay, Yasin Malik, tell me one thing. If you have any logic
Where
left
have you
with you.
learnt your English,
One second.
Yasin Malik?
Let me ask him. You see, the problem with Yasin Malik is that either you've lost your mind
Lost my mind.
or you've forgotten your
We have lost
mathematics.
long time
Tell me, Yasin Malik, where have you learnt your mathematics? Which ISI teacher has taught you the mathematics that says that Kashmiri Pandits staying in a separate colony threatens the demography of the state, but Kashmiri Pandits who don't stay in a separate colony are no threat? Explain this to me.
Yesterday, there was a seminar in a hotel here in Srinagar.
God.
In which
Will you answer my question?
Kashmiri Pandits,
You want time to answer the question? I'll give you time.
You allow me now to speak, or you want to speak?
No, but why aren't you answering my question?
It's your habit.
Which ISI teacher has taught you the mathematics?
You have a habit. You bring the people in the show, and you are starting giving the lectures.
I am asking you a question. Till you answer my question, I'll keep asking you the question again and again. I will ask you the question.
Explain his position.
Yasin Malik, tell me which ISI teacher has taught you the mathematics that Kashmiri Pandits staying in a separate colony threatens the demography of the state, but Kashmiri Pandits,
Yasin
1 minute, calm down, listen to the question, relax, take a deep breath. Kashmiri Pandits who don't stay in a separate colony don't threaten the demography of the state. Answer the question.
I am proud to be a freedom fighter of Kashmiri people.
Yeah, you have many ISI handlers. I want to know which one of your Kashmiri ISI handlers, which one of your Pakistan ISI handlers told you to keep Kashmiri Pandits out of the valley?
This is every Kashmiri's belief. This is the belief of Kashmiri Pandits, 10,000 Kashmiri Pandits who are right now living in Kashmir. This is the belief of thousands of those.
3,663. 3,663 is the total number of Kashmiri Pandits living in Kashmir right now. Even if it is 10,000, it is down from 3,56,000 to 10,000, and you are responsible for bringing this number down from 3,56,000 to 10,000. You, Mr. Terrorist Yasin Malik.
Type situation here. There also, American learned people think to create a separate colony.
Yasin Malik.
In Israel and
What is he
Palestine.
saying? Did he drink something before he came here?
Yeah, I think you're. Are you okay, Mr. Malik? Mr. Malik, are you okay?
So we will not allow any person.
Maroof Raza has a question for you. Mr. Malik, 1 minute, please. First of all, I'm telling you today, this exposure of your logic on television. You see, we need to, Mr. Malik, understand. We need to let all of India know the kind of person that you are. Now the question is, Mr. Malik, relax. There's Maroof Raza asking you a question. By the way, Mr. Malik, in case you've forgotten, remember the 2006 interview in which you supported and owned up to the killing of Kashmiri Pandits? And you said they were our boys who killed Kashmiri Pandits. Do you remember that interview? Do you have any sense of conscience or remorse for being responsible for the murders? Do you think the Kashmiri Pandits who will be returning will feel safe living next to a person like you on their return?
Arnab, can you do one thing? Can you hold one public event in Delhi, not in Kashmir, in which Yasin Malik will come and we will first of all decide Kashmiri Pandit left Kashmir because they are celebrating.
You see, this is as, Mr. Malik, listen to me. This is as public an event as possible right now. Anywhere between 20 to 25 million people are watching this program. Mr. Malik, anywhere between 20 to 25 people are this program is reaching them. So calm down. This is as public an event and I am discussing with you in as public a forum. I am asking you, did you or did you not say in 2006 that the murderers of the Kashmiri Pandits are our boys? Did you or did you not say that the killers of the Kashmiri Pandits are my boys? Did you say or not? Did you say so or not?
Show me that
BBC.
I read out that interview to you, Mr. Malik.
BBC.
Your voice, your words, your script.
In an interview to Omkar Singh of Retd, he said the Indian Air Force officers were liable to be killed because they were agents of the enemy. If you want, I can Google that and put it out right now.
Just stand on propaganda again.
Relax, don't raise your voice.
Did you give an interview to Omkar Singh of Retd?
You now say to the Kashmiri Pandits, you have the temerity to say, come back. 1 second, Yasin Malik, you conspired to kill them? You supported the killers and now you say to the Kashmiri Pandits, come back?
Can you show me that interview?
Mr. Malik, do you understand this? Would any person who has been murdered by somebody come back and live in the home next to the person who murdered him without security? Would you?
No, problem with this is your mind. Problem is not.
Mr. Malik, I have another question for you. I am not finished. Viewers are reacting to this. By the way, viewers, you can use the hashtag #NoLand for Pandits and I'll send some of that feedback to Yasin Malik tonight. Keep your feedback coming in.
Hey, he doesn't know even this much of English.
Maroof Raza has a question for you. Maroof Raza, please go ahead. Yeah, Maroof. Yasin Malik, listen. Maroof Raza has a question.
Arnab, I want to ask Yasin Malik. Malik Saab, I have a simple question for you. If you feel that the Kashmiri Pandits, even if they are put in a small enclave somewhere in the Kashmir Valley and given certain amount of protection because they are not entirely secure, if you feel that upsets your demographic pattern and upsets your way of life, why is it that every Kashmiri that you represent, and whatever number you represent, I have no idea of, but you claim to represent a certain number of Kashmiris.
Maroof, he represents nobody. He's never fought an election in his life.
The Union of India, because you feel, Mr. Malik, you feel that you need certain privileges in the Union of India because your Kashmiriyat has to be protected. Whereas the Kashmiri Pandits who have been in Kashmir Valley as long as the history of Kashmir is there, and many Kashmiris are descendants of those families which eventually converted to Islam, today feel the Kashmiri Pandits will upset Pakistan's claim over the valley, where Pakistan wants the 96% Muslims of Kashmir to now appear as 99 or 100% and claim to all the world, which you represent that view, that Kashmir is 100% Muslim, the valley is 100% Muslim, so it should go to Pakistan. Now give me an answer, sir. Give me a straightforward answer that you feel you are insecure if Indians come in and settle in Kashmir because the Constitution of India gives you protection under Article 370. But 10,000 or 3 lakh Kashmiris, Kashmiri Pandits, if they come in, they are going to remove your demographic majority. What kind of calculation is this? It defies explanation. You have a fanatical, one-way, rabid mindset. You have to change that.
Listen, forget Yasin Malik. Okay, Yasin Malik is nobody.
No, Yasin Malik is a terrorist.
Murderous laugh.
Yasin Malik is a terrorist.
Malik.
No, you can't say Yasin Malik. No, you are effectively a terrorist.
Forget it.
You are effectively a terrorist.
No,
you are effectively a terrorist.
Can you come here? 10,000 Kashmiri Pandits are right now living in Kashmir. And also more than
Again
10,000.
lying.
Again, you are lying there today. Where did you get that number
Again
from?
lying.
That
Again
number is a
lying.
lie.
Those 10,000 Kashmiri Pandits who are right now living in Kashmir.
Why? How did it become like 56,000?
Are now.
There were 3,56,000 living. How did it become 10,000, Yasin Malik? First answer this. Why should I forget? First you tell
They
me how it
hounded
became
them out.
10,000.
These guys hounded them out.
Impose Yasin Malik.
This he will not say. And that interview, you wanted to know from Arnab who you gave that interview to? You gave that interview to Murtaza Shibli in Kashmir Affairs. I have that interview. I just googled it.
This question to them. Do you want separate colonies or not?
How many people did you kill in 1989, 1991?
Composite
Please tell
culture
us.
colony. Can
No,
you
no,
ask-
you cannot talk of composite culture. You are not Shams Fakir. You are not Azargar. Don't talk of composite culture. You are a killer. How can you talk of composite culture?
You
You are not Sochikral. You are not a Sochikral.
Hafiz,
You are not Ahmad Batwari.
I am Yasin
So please don't
Malik.
talk
I
of
am
composite
not
culture. You are Yasin Malik, the killer, the terrorist. Tell us how many people have you killed?
I am proud to be.
Tell us how many people have you killed?
That is the reason you are hiding in this studio like a rat,
I am not hiding. I am here.
crying in the studio.
Sit here. You can't learn even English. I don't know how they taught you.
Who are living against
In
all
ISI,
of-
they did not teach you proper English. I am very sorry. Even maths is very bad.
tell me, Yasin Malik, does Hafiz Saeed pay you?
What?
Does Hafiz Saeed pay you in installments?
He
Listen,
gets
or no.
land deals.
No, so what, you have an intellectual companionship with Yasin Malik?
Let's start
No, one
arguing.
second, please, because all of India wants to know.
To me,
Mr.
listen to
Yasin
me.
Malik, listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to me,
Answer.
Yasin Malik. 1 second.
Ya-
I'm telling you
Yasin,
to. You listen to me. Don't raise your voice.
Wait.
Don't raise your voice with me.
At that time was nowhere in the sea.
Yasin Malik, why should I listen to a person who shares the stage with an international terrorist responsible for the killing of 166 people in Mumbai in 26/11? You, Mr. Yasin Malik, listen. You basically, essentially, what are you? You are a stooge and a parasite of Hafiz Saeed, Syed Salahuddin and the ISI.
You need a psychiatric therapy.
Mr. Yasin Malik, why should be any man who shares the stage with terrorists like Syed Salahuddin and Hafiz Saeed have any say in when, where and how Kashmiri Pandits return to their homes? Mr. Pirzada will agree with me. Mr. Pirzada, should a person who shares the stage with Hafiz Saeed and Syed Salahuddin have a say in whether or when Kashmiri Pandits return to their homes?
Is this your journalist ethics?
1 second. I'm asking you questions. Yes, Mr. Pirzada, go ahead, please.
First of all, the panelists, उनको चाहिए कि वो तमीज के दायरे के अंदर रहकर बात करें. First of all,
they have brought Yasin Malik to pass satirical remarks against him.
Mr. Pirzada,
defamatory remarks against him. Because they don't know that he enjoys this respect and he's a leader of Kashmir.
Yeah.
Who's the leader of
Just
Kashmir?
shows who you are. If Yasin Malik, a
invite-
killer, is leader of Kashmir, then God bless Kashmir.
Yeah.
Is Hafiz Saeed the leader of Kashmir? By
Only
that
you are.
logic.
Lakshmi Kher is the leader of Kashmir.
My name is not Let Me Kher. And I am not somebody who asks women to shut up because they are singing. Go and ask your father. Let him learn some manners first.
I think we need to have a debate, separate debate on that issue.
With you? Who can have a debate with you?
Kher Sahab, मैं जानता हूँ. You are a coward.
Besa Aram San Besa hai, Aram San Besa. Chasa tamoka wamoka.
Boza मैं.
Chasa tamoka wamoka.
Chatamo. Kashmir manzye.
Yeah, Yasin Chasub. Yasin must be your sahib. I am understanding. He is a bigger terrorist than you, so naturally he should be your sahib. I can understand that.
I think this is all nonsense. We should not participate this nonsense program in future.
Mr. Pirzada,
Very good for you.
जो यहाँ पर
Good for you.
बात सुने. Listen to me, my dear Arnab.
Mr. Pirzada, you're running away. You are running away from the program tonight. You're running away from the program tonight.
Take this.
That's very interesting. Both the Kashmiri panelists walk away there from the program tonight, showing their cowardice, and maybe Yasin Malik will be next. Let's keep the cameras on them. Let the people of this country see.
I'm not a coward person.
Well, I'm just showing that the people there who are.
I agreed. I am nothing. But
Well.
I am proud. I am not a coward person.
So why don't you answer a couple of our questions tonight? You are a self-appointed representative of the Kashmiris.
Lecture.
Let me ask you tonight, are Kashmiri Pandits any less Kashmiri?
Why you
Are
joining
Kashmiri
lecture?
Pandits any less Kashmiri? Simple question, we'll wrap up the debate. Are Kashmiri Pandits any less Kashmiri? You have met Asiya Andrabi and Gilani on this issue. How many Kashmiri Pandits have you met on this issue?
Saeed Ali Shah.
How many have you met? Kashmiri Pandits. How many Kashmiri Pandits have you met on this issue? Yasin Malik, your real face has been shown on television tonight for the first time. And I'm so glad you came on the Newshour. Instead of dining with the Pakistani High Commissioner several times a year, why don't you go and have a meal with a Kashmiri Pandit family who are driven away from their homes?
He wouldn't be welcome with us. We don't treat terrorists at our homes. We don't treat terrorists at our homes.
Viewers, this
We may
man,
have a couple of stooges,
this man,
but Kashmiri Pandits don't treat terrorists at their homes.
this man Yasin Malik, who is on television tonight, is the same man. This man Yasin Malik is the same man who referred to the killers of Kashmiri Pandits as our boys
They are boys.
in the 2006 interview. This man doesn't talk about the blood that was shed to drive the Kashmiri Pandits out in the first place. You're holding your head tonight, Yasin Malik, because you don't talk about the threats that followed the families that have been compelled to stay away from their rightful homes for 26 years. If you were thrown out of your house for 26 years, you would understand.
Your perception.
Why don't you tell me tonight on what premise, with what democratic and historic sanction, Yasin Malik, have you declared that Jammu and Kashmir is a monolithic state? If you claim to be the representative of the people of Kashmir, have you once asked Kashmiri Pandits what they want?
Or you are nothing.
No religion in India, Yasin Malik, can claim to hold first rights in matters of residency over a particular area. So your argument is bogus. And your constitution, and I'm referring to the Kashmiri constitution, talks of secularism. So don't harbor any illusions about being a Muslim majority state as a matter of right.
History. My argument is not based on the hatred. I know if we will allow to create
how can a killer? No, how can a
Rashneek,
killer?
Kher and Maroof, Raza, then we are closing the debate
How can a killer even say this? You are a killer. How can you say I have no hatred, Yasin Malik? I can say this. I have
Maroof.
never even slapped a man in my life.
In the atmosphere
You have killed people. How can you say I don't have hatred?
Maroof is making a point and then we are closing, viewers.
Let me just give a reality
Yes,
check.
Maroof.
Arnab, Mr. Rajni, let me give me a 1 minute for a reality check.
Yes.
And the simple
Yes, sir.
point to understand is Yasin Malik and his ilk were all behind the hounding out of the Kashmiri Pandits from the valley, because the Pakistani narrative all along since independence, and it's a stuck record which hasn't changed, that they have claimed Kashmir on a Muslim context, and they felt that as long as they get the valley, which is devoid of any non-Muslim elements, they can make a good claim to the international community that this place rightly belongs to Pakistan. However, all the Kashmiri Pandits who are today asking to go back, they have as much right in Kashmir as every Kashmiri who wants a separate status under Article 370 and privileges within the Indian Union, because they feel their Kashmiriyat is threatened. So if they feel their Kashmiriyat is threatened, the Pandits are equally entitled to maintain their homeland and their culture, from where many of the other Kashmiris have eventually come out and converted to Islam over the years. We have to understand that, because India's central narrative over Kashmir was that Kashmir may have a Muslim majority percentage of people there, but Kashmir as much defines India's secular credentials as the rest of India does. Let no Kashmiri have any doubt in their mind they are anything but Indian.
You see, people like Yasin Malik, you think people forget history, Yasin? Your role in history, your words.
See, what is my role?
Yasin, listen to me tonight. Listen,
Arnab,
Kashmiri Pandits were driven out of the valley 26 years ago. There were deadly massacres. Yasin, don't forget the Nandigram massacre, Nandimarg massacre. Don't forget the Wandhama massacre. Don't forget the Sangrampura massacre. Let this flashback go through your eyes again and again till you see the reality tonight. If Sambit wants to come in, please.
Keep thinking about the history. History teaches us. This is what history teaches us.
Though I never wanted to appear in the same frame as Yasin Malik, but as
should
the
live
debate has been, I am in the same frame. I just wanted to quickly mention two important
if any
points.
person
Remember, these so-called self-proclaimed separatists have been shunted out by the Kashmiris themselves, because despite their call for not to vote in Indian democratic elections, the Kashmiris came out in large numbers and they took part in the democratic celebration of India. So these Nakli separatists, they are not to be given any importance. And let me tell you, most of these Nakli separatists who live on the money of Pakistan, they themselves know that India is the best country. That is the reason as to why most of these Nakli separatists have homes all across India. They have property in Delhi, they have property in Mumbai. They know that India is the best place. They
One
know
second,
it.
Yasin Malik, last question, and this should settle the debate, because I think people like Yasin Malik says the Kashmiri Pandits left the valley. Yasin Malik, relax, take a deep breath. I'm not going to spare you just yet. I have not finished with you. Yasin. I have not finished with you. I have not finished with you, okay? I think, Rashneek, we should remind Yasin Malik about the press release of the Hizbul Mujahideen, released on the 4th of January 1990, published in a Kashmiri newspaper, saying all Kashmiri Pandits should leave the valley immediately. Because this man, Yasin Malik, is in league with Syed Salahuddin and Hafiz Saeed. Did he ever ask Syed Salahuddin about that advertisement that was put out in a Kashmiri newspaper
Why you are telling,
by the Hizbul Mujahideen. 1 minute, I didn't let you
Arnab
speak
telling
yet.
half truth?
Speak when
Why you are
spoken
telling
to.
half truth?
Speak when spoken to.
On
Was there an
business
advertisement?
today,
Did the Hizbul
did you want
Mujahideen
to
put out
play
an
or
ad?
not?
Al Safa.
Did the Indian did the Hizbul Mujahideen put out an ad?
They published it.
Will you allow me to
Did
speak?
the Hizbul Mujahideen put out an advertisement, Yasin Malik?
The next day within.
Did the Hizbul Mujahideen put out a warning to the Kashmiri Pandits asking them to leave the valley immediately? Answer me.
Tell him how.
Answer me tonight.
Karate with JKLF or not?
Came out with a.
Was Bitta Karate with JKLF or not? Ask him.
Mujahideen on 5th January.
And how many terrorists did Bitta Karate kill? Sorry, Kashmiri Pandits did Bitta Karate kill? Him and Bitta Karate between them have killed 50 Kashmiri Pandits.
I have just one question. Did you allow any person to ask you question? I have one question.
No,
You
because
answer
you are
my
a terrorist.
question today.
You are not
Enough.
supposed to ask
You answer
questions.
my question now.
I am asking you one question.
You ask one second.
Are you ready
Yasin
to-
Malik.
You haven't answered. How many people have you killed, Yasin Malik? Tell us.
You listen a question.
Yasin
Was
Malik.
Bitta Karate with JKLF or not?
Okay,
Yasin
was-
Malik.
okay,
Was Bitta Karate with JKLF or not?
Yasin Malik, was Bitta Karate with JKLF? Did the
Was
Hizbul
Bitta
Mujahideen
Karate
put out
with
an
JKLF or
advertisement?
not?
Pardon me?
2019.
Okay, let us hear it.
Hey, is it not a true? Now, can you give me a list that you are, because you are telling it was a Holocaust, you are telling us that there was a bloodshed on the streets of Kashmiri Pandits. Can you give me a list of Kashmiri Pandits till 19th January 1990, that how many Kashmiri Pandits were killed?
What kind of a
Can you-
ridiculous response is that? My question
you
is,
say-
my
I am asking you,
Here you are.
was Bitta Karate with JKLF or not?
You give me that list. And
No,
this
was
man-
Bitta Karate with JKLF or not?
Viewers, I'm asking
I will
you.
give you a list of your
I'm
criminal
asking you,
cases.
should I
Shall I give you
extend this?
one?
Should I
have
extend
it on
this? And
my
I think
phone.
I'm going to extend this tonight.
23 criminal cases.
I'm going to
Yasin
extend
Malik
this
against
tonight.
you.
Viewers, I'm not going to spare Yasin Malik just yet.
I am ready to come in that public
Viewers, I don't think this man deserves any sympathy tonight. Yasin Malik, my next question to you is, Mr. Yasin Malik, please remember, how do you, this question on Bitta Karate is something that you cannot reply to, because how can you expect expect Kashmiri Pandits to live door to door with those who remain mute, when those are the same people who remained silent when a Pandit businessman called Satish Tikku was killed in cold blood by your colleague called Bitta Karate, who went on to admit in a television interview that yes, I killed Satish Tikku. Was Bitta Karate working with you or not? You must confess tonight.
court in Delhi in which I came. I will come personally in that.
Yasin Malik, don't talk. This is as public a
Answer what
debate
you
as
are
can
being
happen.
asked.
Answer my question.
Answer what you are being asked.
Here's a question to you. Don't pretend. Yasin Malik, you can hear me, right? You can hear me, right? I have not finished with you. Now listen to my question. Listen to it very calmly.
No, I am telling you, can you hold a public court in Delhi in which I am ready to come?
Yes, I'll tell you one thing. Mr.
And
Malik, are you listening to me?
told-
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? If there is ever a debate, Yasin Malik, it must be between you and your conscience. If there is ever a debate, there must be between you and your conscience.
My conscience is
You don't have a you are sold out to the Pakistanis, Yasin Malik, and people like you need to be revealed for what they are. My next question to you, Yasin Malik, because you see today you've not come on a friendly channel with a friendly anchor. That's why you're having problems. How listen to me. I want to give you a little bit more trouble. Yasin Malik, tell me one thing.
not please any person.
Yasin Malik, tell me one thing. How do you listen to my question? Why aren't you listening? Listen to the question.
Because you want to drop your words into your whosoever you will invite, you want to drop your words into my
No, you
mouth
are looking very
and
shaky. That's all people are seeing
what
today.
you tell, and I will say yes.
No, you are looking
So
you're looking shaky. You're the one who's looking disturbed. I'm fine. I'm
You have
fine.
become sadist. You are deriving sadistic pleasure.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not.
of
Some
course
of the
you are
things that you say
deriving-
actually worry and
Coming from
disturb
a
me.
man who has killed in cold blood, that is
On
too
your-
much. Coming from a man who has killed in cold blood, coming from a man who killed 4 IF officers and told people
You see,
not to
Yasin
give them
Malik.
water to
Yasin,
drink.
Yasin Malik.
Come on, please.
Yasin Malik, the
Please
problem
don't
with
talk of
the
conscience,
problem with
please,
you.
for God's sake.
Yasin Malik, you see, people like you were very often, unfortunately, in the past, champagne sipping, Lutyens Delhi circuit and media used to find you fashionable. I find some of your views very disturbing. So Yasin Malik, please reply, calm down, relax. Now we lost the line. I hope he's not cut us off. I'd be happy to get the line back. Viewers, I'm asking you tonight, should we get the line back and continue to ask Yasin Malik a few straight questions tonight? What I'm going to do is, let's see if we can get the Skype link back right now. The debate had not ended. Maroof, should we figure out a straight 2 more questions to Yasin Malik tonight if we get the line back? Just 2 straight questions. Do you have any further questions, Maroof, for Yasin Malik?
Arnab.
You do.
Arnab,
we're going to try and get the link back.
Yes,
Continue, Maroof.
My one question is...
Yeah, no, once we'll get him back. We'll get him back.
Arnab, the first question...
But why do you think he's looking so uncomfortable tonight, Maroof? He almost looks like, he's losing his cool.
He has been exposed.
Because you've made it abundantly...
Yeah.
Arnab, you've made it abundantly clear that you're not going to give him a joyride on this channel, which is what he's used to getting, because all these guys who have been espousing anti-India sentiment have been given celebrity status by some parts of our media and some elements of the media who've enjoyed allowing them to give all these anti-India sermons. Quite clearly, whether it's the government of India, the government of yesterday, or maybe even the government of today, who has allowed the cultivation of these anti-Indian elements, people like Yasin Malik should not be allowed to see the light of day. They are a complete blot on Indian democracy and complete blot on our secular credentials. I don't know how he is roaming free and even now being allowed to give seditious statements and anti-India statements like
send him back to Agra,
I mean, what
Central
nonsense.
Jail, where I was kept with the mentally retarded people for 2 years. Send one more request to them, send him back to the Jodhpur jail or Agra Central Jail. Go and tell them. Jail is my second home. I will not, I always love to be in the jail. Why you are threatening?
No, your home is in Hafiz Said's home.
I'm a covered person like you.
Yeah, Yasin Malik, last question to you tonight, and I'm actually done with you after that.
Torture.
I'm done with you after that because, you don't make sense beyond a point of time. Now, how do you expect Kashmiri Pandits to live door to door when these are the same people who remain silent when Pandit Tikalal Taplu, Justice Neel Kant Ganju, poet Sarvanand Kaul Premi and his son, Advocate Premnath Bhatt and Lassa Kaul were being murdered in cold blood in the valley? People like you were with the killers. Okay, Yasin? You were with the killers. Don't try. No, Yasin, listen. Yasin, you were with the killers then. You know the names I'm putting out today. You were with the killers at that point of time. Now you say come and live next to us. No, now you say come and live next to us.
There is a one.
Pardon me?
There is a one Pandit living here from 16 years. He belongs to Ayodhya. He is heading the Dharma Trust in Kashmir. Can you invite
one swallow does not make a spring.
Okay, one. Yeah, Rashneek Kher will respond and then we close. Rashneek Kher is responding. Rashneek Kher is responding.
I will tell you, he knows Yasin Malik will never answer you because he knows the first gang of 5 people who went to Pakistan, of which he was one, were responsible for maximum killings. Though Hizbul Mujahideen announced that Kashmiri Pandits should leave, but maximum killings were happening at the hands of JKLF, and Yasin Malik and Hamid Sheikh were at that point of time with Ishfaq Majid Wani. They were the main terrorists at that point of time. Ask any security guy, any police officer, and they will tell you that these guys were responsible for maximum killings in the period of 1989 to 1990. So he will never answer you because these are his former colleagues. The Bitta Karate, Hamid Sheikh, Javed Nalka, they were all his colleagues. Most of them are dead except Mushtaq Latram, who was released for IC 814. They were all colleagues who were killing people. And Bitta Karate reported into Ishfaq Majid Wani, and Ishfaq Majid Wani was a colleague of Yasin Malik. Let him say no. Do you condemn killings by Bitta Karate?
I am telling you, hold a public.
Do you condemn killings by Bitta Karate? I am asking you a simple question. Yasin Malik, do you condemn killings by Bitta Karate?
in your court.
I am asking you a simple question. Do you condemn killings by Bitta Karate? I am only asking you one question, Yasin Malik. Why can't you answer in yes or no?
Rat in the stadium.
Was Bitta Karate with JKLF? Was Bitta Karate with JKLF?
Bitta Karate was with JKLF. I am telling you, can you bring...
Answer the question. No, we haven't finished with the question on Bitta Karate, please. Did Bitta Karate carry out killings? Did Bitta Karate kill Satish Tikku?
I have a video recording in which he said, I have killed all these people.
Yasin Malik.
I even have an interview by you in which you told Omkar Singh of Rediff that I killed IAF officers because they were agents of the enemy. I have that interview here with me.
Yasin Malik, suppose somebody enters the room right now where you are in and tries to kill you. Will you tomorrow open the door and let the person come in and live with you? Yasin Malik.
Or you want to discuss Indian security forces issue?
Yasin Malik.
What issue you want?
Yasin Malik, I think he's run out of answers.
Okay, Bitta Karate killed
I think he's run out of answers tonight. I think he's run out of answers.
Bitta Karate killed Kashmiri Pandits. Do you condemn or you do not condemn?
I'm just asking you.
Arnab.
Hold public
No, you answer what I am asking you.
You came out with a list. I am ready to
Yasin
come in
Malik.
that court.
Okay, Yasin Malik, I'll ask you one
Why
question.
should I give you a list? You are
Yasin
a killer.
No, one second. Let's check whether this
We have given the
man.
kill.
One last check. You see, Yasin Malik, you are an extension of the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Hizbul Mujahideen. You are a coward, you are a parasite on the system, you take instructions from the Pakistanis, right? You are not a politician, you are just another terrorist with another little slightly more, civilized face. The question is, now I have one check for you. Yasin, I told you before you came on the program, you will have to listen to my questions. I'm letting you answer, but listen to my questions.
Who has spent more than 5 years in solitary confinement. And today, it is the same Yasin Malik with same romance,
Ms.
with
Yasin
same
Malik,
dedication.
listen. Don't refer to yourself in third person. It's a sign of megalomania. Don't refer to yourself in third person. It is a sign of megalomania. Listen to me.
And inshallah, freedom.
Relax, yeah. For people like you. Now listen to me. Yasin Malik, last question, please. Do you condemn the Nandimarg massacre in which 24 people were killed, which included 2 children? Do you think the people who carried out... One second, listen to my question.
Okay.
Do you feel that those people who killed... Do you feel... Listen to me, Yasin Malik. Answer the question. Do you feel that those your fellow terrorists who killed 24 Kashmiris Pandits from 11 families, including 11 women and 2 children, do you feel they are the worst cowards that ever were? Do you feel they were cowards or not? Do you feel they were cowards? Answer my question. Let's see if you can.
Okay. Now listen to my question.
Do you feel they were cowards? Answer the question. I'll tell you what they did. They lined up all these children. They took the children and the women
hear my answer
on a line, and then they killed them with automatic weapons. 24 people, including 11 women and 2 children, were killed. Were they cowards or not? I think only a coward would not reply to that question. I think only a coward would not reply to that question. Since I have called you a coward right on top of the program tonight, here is a chance for you to redeem yourself. See, Yasin, you are a coward. You need to answer my question now.
You go on, give a lecture.
Answer the question.
Because you have decided not to allow the guests.
Answer the question.
This is your behavior. That is the reason I told you, you have a psychiatric problem.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Were those who carried out the Nandimarg massacre cowards or not?
On record, there was a United Hurriyat at that time who gave a Kashmir shutdown call against this killing. Check the newspapers.
You don't need newspapers to know, Yasin Malik. Yasin Malik, listen, remember, history will remember you for only being a terrorist. Yasin Malik, you will go down in history. You will go down in history for being a killer and a terrorist. And I am giving you one chance for you to redeem yourself. I am asking you to condemn those people who killed 24 innocent people, including 11 women and 2 children. 11 women and 2 children were killed, Yasin Malik. Were they cowards or not? Answer the question.
I said that that incident takes place. United Hurriyat Conference give a Kashmir shutdown call against that brutal killing. It is on record. Check Indian newspaper.
I'm asking you whether the terrorists were cowards or not. Why are you so scared? आपको पाकिस्तान से फोन आएगा कि इतना क्यों बोले आप?
Listen.
आपको पाकिस्तान से फोन आएगा? मुझे लगता है रशनीक खेर जवाब नहीं दे रहे. इनको डर है कि इस्लामाबाद या रावलपिंडी से फोन आएगी इनको कि यासिन मलिक आप जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रहे थे?
वो जवाब कैसे?
रशनीक खेर, मारूफ राजा
लोग खुद ही लोग मारे हैं जी.
ये जो ड्रामा कर रहे हो
आंसर
आपको होना चाहिए था इंडियन बॉलीवुड में. You are not fit for journalism because you don't have ethics of journalism.
I asked you a question, Yasin Malik.
ये फिल्मी स्टाइल जो आपका है, ये आपको जो दूसरा अनुपम खेर है, जो दूसरा मस्करा जिसको आप लाते हैं इस प्रोग्राम में, he is purely a मस्करा.
Right. Now Yasin Malik, Maroof Raza and Rashneek Kher, I think he's losing his balance right now. I let him go.
Let him
go at this point. He's completely losing his balance right now. Yasin Malik, I asked you a question. You revealed yourself. You will be remembered. You will be remembered for being a coward and a killer and a supporter of terrorists.
It's a journalist.
Calm down, sir. I'll get you back on a debate because Yasin Malik, I have not finished with you. I'll get you back on another debate. I have many more questions for you. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.